Happy Halloween! Yeah, surprise! It's me, and I have a process video with a voiceover. I know, scary, right? Well, I think it's kind of scary because I have not done this in a very long time, but I have been feeling so inspired the last few days that I was like, I'm just going to go for it. So I sat down and I did a thing, and I had such a good time. And I'm really happy that I filmed it because I really like how it turned out, and I hope you do it too. So the other day I was doodling in my sketchbook, and I showed it to Jem from the Color Cave, and she was like, "Are you going to paint it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm going to paint it." And then it was Halloween, and I was like, "Do you think I can, like, could I really make a video the same day and post it?" I mean, yeah, I think I can. So I did. I know. So yeah, it just, I don't know where it come from. It's not really something I have done before, this sort of rhombus, fitting everything, random stuff in it, but I really liked it. So yeah, I just sat down and doodled. My original sketch was sort of divided into four, having sort of similar things, sort of like a wallpaper-ish quality about it. And when I sat down to do this one, I was like, I'm just going to freestyle and um, keep the elements that I like and add more where I think it fits. And I'm really happy with it. So we have the traditional spooky icons. We have the ravens, the night moth, or just call it moth. I don't know. Oh, a short interruption because I was puppy sitting, and you think, oh, how cute. And I was hearing something, and he looks so innocent, right? So cute. He's 4 months, but he's not all innocent. No, he's a thief. Yeah. And he steals my pants. The little nugget. So I realized I need to bribe them. That's my way of coping with dogs in general and puppies in particular. You just need to bribe them. So I always have bribes on hand, and I really like these sticks. They're small and you can bribe them a lot. So, sadly I did drop one, and he snatched that one up so quickly, and it was he did not want to let it go. Anyway, Albert got one. Everything is fine. And we can go back to my little illustration with some clean water too. Very good. So yeah, the scary icons. I didn't want it to go like all the way Halloween. I wanted it to be a little bit just creepy. So with the ravens and the skull. I also have like just a man standing there. Is he dangerous? I have no idea. But it's just like, you know, when you just see a silhouette of someone, it doesn't have to be a man, but just like a human silhouette. Oh, creepy. And of course some bats, some old light posts, and I have sprinkled out a few mice. Or do you say it's more creepy if they're rats? Yeah, you decide. If you can find them all. I thought it was hilarious to hide them all over. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing this and filling with just odd objects, and I decided to use my own colours. Now, I think some people find it really odd that I don't always paint with my own colours because it's my own watercolors, you know. But a lot of the time when I'm painting with them, I feel like I'm working, and I feel like I'm thinking more about how the color is performing and less about how I'm actually using the actual color of it. But this time I didn't, and well, it's not true. When I did the background here, I'm using Hell, and it's a blue base with black granulation in it, and it's so fun to work with. But here I was like, oh, like the formulation of it, I couldn't help but think about it. But the other thing, I just had a really nice time working with my colors and just using them, and I was thinking to myself doing this, like, I have so many good colors. And it sounds a bit like braggy or showing off, but I'm just so happy that I have so many odd colors and weird, like, dirty watercolors, because I love that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the bright synthetic pigments too, I love that. But for what I was painting today, all of my muted, dirty tones that I have, I just love it. And I love how they mix together, and I just had a really nice time. You can see here on the branch, I had the raw umber Stieg, and I mixed that with violet. That is a granulating ultramarine violet color, and I love the texture I get with that. So I'm thinking maybe I should do a color where I do sort of like a raw umber with the granulating violet, like as a standard color, because I mix those two together so much. Also, I have to say, the silhouette of the man in the background is painted with Darcy, and I think, well, I know, because I've just used my palette, like Darcy is, I'm scraping the corners, literally, with that one, because I use it so much. Darcy and Belladonna, which is my closest color to black, and Hell, which is blue and black. Yeah, realize, like, I'm just saying it out loud, like, okay, all of those colors are just dark blue versions. Okay, so I know what I like, that's good, but I use those so much. And here, what I started out using for all of the lights and what I'm using on the leaves is a new color coming soon, and it's called Saffron. Yeah. Here I just wanted to deepen up the page a bit, so I added Belladonna just around the edges. And now for my favourite part, the metallics, and like the joy of just looking at them and being able to pick out just the right shade. I am a sucker for the stars, Ocanona, which is the interference metallic pigments. So I used Sirius on the red, on the blood or wine, or I don't know what's in that bottle. Via Lactea, which is the mix of all of them, on the moon, obviously. And I used Atria on the ravens to get that sort of blue-violet color. Oh, so pretty. And I decided I wanted to have a border. And I was looking at the gold colors I had, and I felt like it was a bit too gold, a bit too, yeah, I don't know. So I decided to go with Emma, which is a bronzy color, sort of like a dirty copper color. And we have a theme here. I love the dirty colors, and I just love how this framed piece. And I also use it on the key on the branch, if you can spot that one. It's also painted in Emma. And I really like how you get that a little bit of shimmer without it taking over in any way. It just sort of supports it, frames it, which is my wanting, what I wanted. The puppy fell asleep, finally. And then I'm just going to do, you know, the white Posca for a little bit of stars, and then I'm going to finish off with some color pencils, because I just love using color pencil on watercolor. I think it's combination of like the texture on that you get from color pencil on watercolor paper, but also just like that little bit of touch, that little bit of extra texture or depth that you can get, and I just love that. So I'm using some Derwent drawing pencils. I also have some Prisma color pencil, yeah. And yeah, just adding a little bit. And I think it was so much fun. And I keep looking at it, I have it next to me, and I'm like, I did that. And I had so much fun. I have not drawn or painted anything properly in such a long time. And I'm not going to say I'm in an art block or anything, because I feel like that's a bit too harsh of a label on it. I have just not felt inspired, and I have not made myself paint, but I had the best time, and I'm so happy with it, and I'm so happy that you have been here to share the process with me. So thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.